thinking about taking it back from there, we're not sorry at all. We went through a period where we tried some of the online public schools, and they weren't for us. And we even went through a period where I was kind of almost against public schools. And Mountain Vista Homeschool Academy really changed that. I started seeing that the public schools had some really good things to offer. As far as the kids actually being in a public school setting, no. And even a private school setting, we've tried a little bit of that. I think that if I could cater it around their homeschooling, some parents have a thing where their kids maybe go 1 hour a day to a private school, or they'll go 1 hour a day to a public school. I might consider that, because I know the public schools and private schools have some good things to offer. One thing I did discover pretty early in the homeschooling was I didn't feel like you could really go back once you decided to do it, because the children are not used to a lot of things that I think there were just a lot of things that they weren't used to, like sitting when they were little. They weren't used to sitting at a desk. I mean, that sounds funny. They were just walking around, and we have a funny story to tell too. Is that Mountain Vista has a program where you can go to the Pikes Peak Community College while you're in high school, and Joel signed up for that last year, and we found the classroom and everything, but he didn't discover until he had sat through the entire lecture the next day and discovered that they changed classrooms, and he said, well, lecture. That's something you got to start exploring, because if you've been in a big high school, you have had a lot of experience finding a classroom and discovering that somebody might have changed a classroom on you and everything. The one thing that the kids sometimes have told me that they think high school is like High School Musical. I don't necessarily think, high school is like a High School Musical, and so I feel like that they have not had to deal with a lot of peer pressures. They did have a Mountain Vista High School dance last year, but it was a fun, protected, nice thing. Everybody that needs it. They can wake up in the morning worried about anything that I worried about when I was in junior high and high school. One thing I wanted to mention is that years ago when my son, maybe I just had Joel, a mother came up to me and says, I'm going to homeschool my kids. She said, and one thing they're not going to do is to go to junior high. She said junior high was a really bad experience. And I remember when I was about 14 when junior high ended, one of the kids raised their hand and the teacher said, what do you remember about this experience? She says, these were the 3 worst years of my life. And that's one thing I've been determined to protect my kids from, is I didn't want to give them 3 years where they remember junior high as being the 3 worst years of their life. Annabelle's about to enter that middle school stage. She's a happy child. She's social. All 3 of them socialize with all ages, including adults.
That's actually perfect. Yeah, that was one of my main questions.
Yeah.
All right. Is there anything? Explain homeschooling and unschooling to me.
Oh, okay. That's good.